stronger than ever, not divided. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, hear the call, you are invited. We come from the same source, a powerful love force.
Hello, everyone. I am Adrian Alvarez, and on behalf of all the children around the world, we welcome you to the start of World Unity Week. And now to our host, Ben and Lila.
All right. Thank you so much, Adrian. Thank you so much for opening us up to World Unity Week and welcoming everybody to World Unity Week 2021. How exciting to be here, beginning another cycle of these 8 days of incredible activities and prayers and coming together right across the world intercultural. Welcome to our co-conveners. Welcome to our room stewards. Welcome to our volunteers, our ambassadors. Welcome to everyone who has who've contributed your hands and hearts to bring us where we are today. Let me introduce my amazing co-host. Lila June is an Indigenous musician, scholar, and community organizer of Dene, otherwise known as Navajo, Tsetsetas, otherwise known as Cheyenne, and European lineages. Her dynamic multi-gender presentation style and doctoral research has engaged audiences across the globe towards personal, collective, and ecological healing. And that's just the bio, but the heart of it is Lila June is an amazing soul and human who, as a young activist, is doing incredible work right around the world. And we're so honored to be here with you, Lila, at the start of World Unity Week. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. And it's a true honor to co-host World Unity Week with you, my brother, Ben Bowler. It's wonderful that we met that day in Italy, and I love how we've been jamming ever since. I'm very lucky to actually introduce someone very special who's going to open up this whole shebang, and it's actually my mother. Her name is Pat McCabe, and she's the sweetest, fiercest mama I could have ever prayed for, and I'm so grateful that she's going to be opening up for us. She is obviously Dene from the Dene Nation, also incorrectly known as Navajo. And she's been carrying some strong prayers since she was born. And I'm honored to have gleaned from that my whole life. And she's also led a bunch of things to help us unify spiritually in a good way. So without further ado, let me pass it off to my mother, Pat McCabe, AKA Woman Stands Shining.
Yat-e, B'nai, greetings and good morning to each and every one. Yip, yip, yip. Well, you're stepping into a prayer that's been going on. We've been praying all morning and waiting to open this space of World Unity Week. And such a great honor for me to be here. So I'll just say, She'e tachi nishli, aro ashi ibashish chi, ma'idish gejne dashanale, klaus chi daushiche, kwatao stani nishli. And I've been asked to make opening prayer this morning. And so the first part that I wanted to do, perhaps you got the memo. If you did, if not, just enjoy and watch here. But if you brought your pitcher or your carafe or receptacle of this one, this holy mani with chosen wakam, sacred water of life that binds all living things together as one family. This is the same water that our ancestors drank. This is the same water that the flying ones, swimming ones, creepy crawling ones, four-legged ones, their ancestors also had a drink of this water. All of our ceremonial knowledge, all of some of our deepest prayers, all of some of our highest moments and our lowest as well. This water has been present and necessary for us. So I wanted to acknowledge this water first and say that I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful for the life that you give to each one, wherever we're coming from all over the world. And we already had one little session, so I've poured some water, but I'm going to say that I receive from this source of life with gratitude, with humility, and I honor you, and I intend to conduct my life in such a way that honors you. And so I'm going to receive that water in my receptacle here. And so I'm going to ask us if you have taken the time to get this together, or you can do it after at any point. Bring the water in. This water is not only life, but it is alive and has consciousness. So we ask this water to listen to all that's taking place today and all week long. You can keep this water by your computer and let it listen. Maybe cover it with a little napkin or something. And then when it's all over, give thanks to this water, and you can take a drink in that consciousness of all that's being shared, all the prayers, and share some with the earth so that she can take a good look at it, take a good look at us, and know how we're thinking, know how we're praying, know how we're singing, everything, so she can know how to come and meet our needs. She gives us everything we need to take care of everyone we love. So I wanted to make a prayer this morning, and then I'm going to invite some of my sisters who I've asked to join us here, the Sisters of the Human Reunion, to say a short prayer, maybe about a minute each, to open this week. And so I'll begin. Wakantankan tukashila unshimaka shema sheche, holy people all around. It's me, Wiakpa Najimwin, coming before you on this holy day on Pitukile. Holy people, I have it in my heart today to really consider how we, the five-fingered ones, humanity, can join in that sacred hoop of life. The sacred hoop of life that I notice. I watch all the elders that you've placed all around me, all the trees, all the birds, all the caterpillars, and the fish, the deer, the bear, the platypus, elephants, all these creatures, and they're not creatures, they're elders, and I call them elders because, Creator, I see that the way that they conduct their lives is such that they only cause all other life to thrive. They only support all other life. So they are so wise. And I want to say, Creator, that I believe that you wouldn't have placed us five-fingered ones here if there wasn't some way for us to do the same, for us to conduct our lives in such a way that we cause all other life to thrive, that we only support all other life, that we can join this symphony in a harmonious way. And so I speak to unity not only between us, but between us and all life. And even coming to the point where we can participate in helping this Mother Earth fulfill her destiny within our solar system, within our galaxy, and as our galaxy travels through the multiverse. And in this way also, Creator, I ask for help as you know, being born the female of our kind, and now I've come into my elder womanhoodship. And one relationship that I'm noticing arising as we begin to see how necessary it is for us to re-examine ourselves and to change course, I see our young sacred warriors, the young men, seeing that what must be protected is being defiled and being ignored. And that gift that you gave to them to be that warrior, to stand for life, to protect the women, elders, and children, to protect all life, is rising up in them. And I feel a call as elder woman to be able to meet with them and to give counsel and to stand with them and give blessing, so that both of our ways are tempered. This is a part of our community that feels like it has been ruptured and is torn and maybe even broken. And so I ask that you help me to understand, and all of the elder women to understand how to do this. And I pray for all of our young men who are seeing this. I hear and feel your pain, and I say that help is on the way, and our Mother Earth will guide us. And so I want to ask that you take a good look at each and every one who has come at this moment and who has been involved with putting together what we are calling World Unity Week. Our relatives from all around the world coming together to to say that we understand that we are one. As Thich Nhat Hanh calls us, we are interbeing. Receive us, Creator. 2 or more are gathered. Many, many more than 2 are gathered here and will be for the whole week. So bless us. And at the same time as maybe we are giving offering, I ask that you open a way and shine your light into us, even as we are making our offerings of what our part of this puzzle is and our knowledge, that you will still shine insight and knowledge, even as we are speaking, even as we are singing, even as we are praying to each and every one, that we can open ourselves and prepare to receive the future that you would have for us. Blessings on all the organizers, blessings on all those who are going to contribute, and blessings on all those who are participating, blessings on all those who have no way, no opportunity to participate, who have no computer, no electricity, perhaps not even food and water. Let our prayers reach them and touch them and shine light and gladness somehow into their way and into their life. Ahomitakwe Oyasin. So I don't know if my sister Vizolela was able to make it into this meeting. She's been trying. So I'm calling out to her to see if she is able to speak. Perhaps not. And I am then going to also reach out to my sister Sunny Dooley of Dene Nation. She was going to try to join us with voice only on phone. Do we have any idea if she's here and able to speak? Okay.
I just made it to where people can unmute themselves. So
Oh, okay.
if they weren't able to, they are now.
Okay, so I'm going to call out again to Vizolela, if you're here. She was having some difficulties. Okay, and then I wanted to see if I could call out to Sunny Dooley. Are you here? I think she's not able to join. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to ask my sister Maria Huenunier to speak or sing an opening blessing here for us. I know people were dropping in and out and going from room to room, so perhaps she's in another room somewhere. Well, then I'm going to call on you, our honorary Sister of the Human Reunion, Joanna Macy. Are you able to unmute and speak a few words for us?
We make this moment sacred as we open our hearts to the gift of being here. Let the powers of life, let the powers of harmony, let the cries of those that are lost also be heard. This is the moment of healing. Like every moment, it is a chance to awaken. Let every cell, every thought, every particle of our being take joy now in the gift, the great gift of being alive with our great Mother, Earth.
So I'm going to now call on our sister Dinawan from Australia. Dinawan?
Sorry, I was praying and I was not muted. I'd like to call on the grandmothers and our grandfathers as well in the in our star law. I'd like to also acknowledge our law, our land, the law of the land, and give deep gratitude for their patience, for the elementals and all the fairies and nature spirits and all that lives on the spirit of Mother Earth, for their divine patience in allowing us as humans to remember that we are one with them. I give deep gratitude for them to support us in opening our hearts, and along the song lines, may the spirit of our divine skin law, our law of love that exists within the stars, to open and extend like the veins in our bodies. May the waters, the fires, the spirit of the air, and the spirit of the earth remind us that we are part of nature, that we're not just us. I would like to acknowledge our Didiri, as our silence, the spirit of silence, and in that silence is where our heart sort of just opens up deep. And in the depth of our heart is the depth of forgiveness. It's a remembering of who we really are. And like Pat said, that, you know, we have a choice in who we want to be. So in this particular space in time for all of us, I'd like to choose life and all that life represents. And in that life, remember that how we can be and how our hearts beat as one. May the knowledge and the wisdom from our old ones resonate through all of us. Deep gratitude for everyone. And may we come together as one in the most deepest place in our heart and our spirit, to raise a vibrational frequency, to make this world a better place within all of us. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to my sisters of the Human Reunion who've been praying for many weeks for this whole event. And so this is just the tip of the iceberg of our prayer for the well-being and the very highest possibility for life, light, and love that is possible with this World Unity Week. Thank you so much for the honor of having the opportunity to pray with each and every one at this beginning. Oh, itakwie ayasan.
Thank you. Thank you, Auntie Pat McCabe. And the Sisters of Human Reunion, Lila, that was so beautiful. It must have been special to have your mum leading such an amazing, beautiful prayer, opening this up for all of us on behalf of all of us, and to have the Sisters of Human Reunion. Couldn't have been better.
Yes, yes. I mean, my mom prays all the time, so I've seen her pray all day long, every day, but it's always a joy. And she is a prayer most of the times. Yes, it's beautiful. Thank you to all the aunties and mothers and sisters who did that opening prayer. We really appreciate it. And prayers up to Visolela and those who couldn't make it. And we're just so excited to get this started today.
And I think, Lila, you're going to introduce our next section. If we're looking at this, so we're coming in, it's a very special day, of course, in the United States, being Juneteenth, and to acknowledge and honor, you know, exactly what's commemorated on this day. We have two beautiful, beautiful women who are going to help us really commemorate that.
Yes, absolutely. And I love what I saw earlier yesterday. It said, yes, Juneteenth and reparations and healing. Yes, Juneteenth and police and criminal justice reform. Yes, Juneteenth, and we must also take concrete action to support those who are really suffering at the hands of a systemically unjust system. So I love how the second half of our time today is all focused on action, because World Unity Week has this first ceremonial part, and then we get into action and some of our Purpose Earth grantees just so exciting. So I love how we have this prayer and this action, and there's not someone better to introduce for that than Sylvia Sumter. Sylvia is the Senior Minister of Unity of Washington, D.C., serving as the chairperson of the Communication Studies and Skills Department for Unity Institute and Seminary. And her academic accomplishments include a Master's of Education, Bachelor's in Psychology, and in Business Administration. But her time here is really to honor Juneteenth and this moment in our collective transformation. And then we are so honored also to then hear from Dr. Marty Casey, who has been doing amazing work in the Black Lives Matter movement, but also supporting communities to really eradicate guns and other weapons that are not serving our communities anymore. So without further ado, I will pass it to you, Sylvia Sumter.
Thank you so much, Lila June. Thank you to Ben Bowler and all who have gathered here today and who are making this day possible for our celebrations. I say greetings to all of you. What an auspicious day this is. It's a day that we're not only celebrating the start of what promises to be an absolutely fabulous and outstanding week with the gathering of so many beautiful and powerful souls who are sharing their light, their message, their consciousness. But we are also here doing this on a special day, a day that stands for freedom and justice and liberty for all. Juneteenth, June 19th. And Juneteenth marks the day that enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, received the news that they were free. But what is astonishing about their receiving this news, it was 2 years after the proclamation of emancipation had already been signed into law. So they languished under the indignities of enslavement for 2 years, longer than necessary. And 2 years was certainly a long time, but a minute in that condition was even too long to endure. But there was great celebration. And I'm reminded of William Gladstone when he said that justice delayed is justice denied. And I say yes, yes, yes. And freedom delayed is freedom denied. We could also say that human dignity delayed is human dignity denied. Care for this great Mother Earth that is delayed. And we know that we are in a precious time for our Mother Earth. Delay of the care for Mother Earth is care for Mother Earth denied. Peace delayed is peace denied. Equity delayed is equity denied. And so we know that we can no longer wait another minute, another moment. For this is the time that we've all been called to not only stand up for humanity, but to bring a sense of freedom and liberty and the best of life to the forefront in this moment, now. And so Juneteenth, while we celebrate this symbol of freedom and justice, there's much work to be done. Because while we have made it a celebration and a holiday, at the same time, we are also denying access to the ballot box and voting rights. And there are many other things that are taking place. And so we don't want to get denied or delayed because we are celebrating an acknowledgement of this sacred day. We must continue to acknowledge the present moment and the injustices that need to be eradicated here and now. And there is power, great power in the collective, and there's great power in the unified consciousness. And we are gathering this week for World Unity Week, and we are gathering so that we could join the forces of vision, of our words, of our prayers, of our vision, hope for this world. So I wanted to offer a prayer, not only for Juneteenth, but for what is being birthed in this moment. And we are the ones who have gathered here today and for this sacred week. So I'm asking you now to just join me, not only as we honor the celebration, the symbolism of freedom and liberty and justice, but that we honor the promise of a better and brighter day, of creating a world that works for all, of honoring of every living being and soul upon this planet, our life force for Mother Earth and those who inhabit her. So let us pray. May every soul, every living being upon the earth be now lifted up. May each soul be transformed into the greater expression of life, divine life. May life unfold and bloom and unfold in ways that are for the highest good of all concerned. And may all that no longer serves the greater good simply fall away with grace and ease. May the scales of injustice that are covering the eyes of those who cannot see, may they fall away so that they may once again behold the beauty and the sacredness of life itself and the sacred other. May the sense of separation fade into the awareness of our oneness, of our unity. And may the world now be filled with loving kindness. May the world be filled with compassion and grace. And may every need be met now in this moment. And let us, beloved ones, make haste, for to delay is to deny. May there be unity in the bonds of peace. Let it be so, and so it is. And for this, I'm honored and grateful to walk this path and this journey with all of you. So it is, and so it shall be. Amen and amen. Thank you.
Welcome to World Unity Week 2021. My name is Dr. Marty K. Casey, and I am one of this year's proud ambassadors for the event. It is so exciting to be with you today, especially because today is Juneteenth in the United States of America. Juneteenth was marked historically on the day where African Americans was freed through slavery. What an amazing day that was, and that is truly something to continue to celebrate. I am the CEO of Ungun Institute, where I help individuals disarm trauma. And we all know that slavery truly was trauma, and it has been for so many years. Unfortunately, slavery still exists in some parts of our world, and it is important for us to shine a light this week on those things that it's hard to talk about. It's hard for us to say has happened in history, but it is important and it is necessary for us to do something. I'm asking you to join us this week in so many amazing events across the world as we join forces to do something that is beneficial to all. It is time to not only end slavery, but it is time to make sure that there is truly justice for all. I thank you and I welcome you to World Unity Week 2021.
Thank you, Dr. Marty K. Casey. Thank you, Reverend Sumter. We can never thank you enough for your strong prayers. And may we all stand behind our relatives of African descent in strong support for the complete equity that we as humanity are capable of and should have had yesterday. Supremacy and hierarchy have always been an illusion. It just doesn't exist. And diversity is part of what makes life thrive. So thank you for being a part of this today. I will pass it to Ben now to introduce our next speaker. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, sister. Thank you, Lala June, and thank you, Reverend Sylvia Sumter, for being with us, and Dr. Marty K. Casey for those very poignant messages today on Juneteenth. And you know, Lala, you mentioned it before, it's about doing something. And really, I really want to point out this time that we are so excited and blessed to have the support of Purpose Earth, and Purpose Earth is a primary sponsor of World Unity Week. And even more than that, what Purpose Earth is doing around the world. And our next speaker has come up through the work with Laura Rose from Purpose Earth. And it's so fitting that today on Juneteenth, following Sylvia and Marty, that we're going to hear the messages of Nazreen Sheikh. And I know Nazreen's here in the room with us as well. Welcome, Nazreen. It's great to have you with us. But this is a story of someone who's grown up in modern day slavery and is doing something about it. It's so inspiring. And so we're so honored and blessed to have Nazreen also as a World Unity Week ambassador. And here's her message today for Juneteenth.
Hello, my name is Nasreen Sheikh. I'm a survivor of modern day slavery. I escaped forced marriage, child labor, and extreme poverty. At the age of 10-year-old, I became a child laborer for a textile factory. I was forced to work 12 to 15 hours a day. I still remember it was 10 by 10 room. We were 6 people. We ate, we slept, and we worked in that room. We were forced to produce hundreds and hundreds of garments. Only then we would receive less than $2 a day. And if we failed to not finish those clothes on time, we would not get paid at all. So to keep up with the work, we had to wake up early morning and start working on finishing those garments. And by the evening, 8, 9 p.m., still the pile of clothes are there, and the agent is keep bringing. And sometimes they would tell us, splash cold water on your face so you can be awake and keep doing the work. And sometimes they would also put loud music. And our room was like so dark, and we had no windows, and the door was always closed, and we were just literally suffocating with all those clothes, and we had no choice, and we were not even allowed to talk about it. So I started to talk to the clothes I was making, and I said that whoever is going to wear these clothes, I hope they can feel me and feel my blood and my tears and my experience. In the sweatshop, we didn't had any bed or anything because it was 10 by 10 room. We ate, we slept, we worked in that room. So in the evening, those all clothes will turn into our bed, and we will sleep on that. And I know that many of you would not know that how toxic our clothes are when it is raw. It's so much filled with chemicals, and it smells so bad, like so toxic and so bad. I really started to hate those clothes and daydream about like where these clothes are going to be, who will wear them, where it's going to end up, and I tell these, like, whoever is going to wear this, I hope they can feel my suffering, because every bit of those clothes were woven with the energy of my suffering. So I tell people that if you don't know who made your clothes, you might be consuming someone's suffering. And if 12 years ago somebody would have asked questions, who makes my thing, then maybe my child would have been not stolen in slavery. And sadly, that there are still over 40 million people remain in modern day slavery. And so it is very important for all of us to become at least aware and ask questions: who makes your things, who makes your clothes, who produce the coffee that you drink early in the morning, and where does your chocolate come from, and where is your even phone comes from? Because modern day slavery is embedded in our global supply chain. It exists everywhere. And it is very close to you, and the clothes that you're wearing in your body. So it's very important to start asking questions and start supporting small businesses, local businesses, and fair trade brands. And only then I feel like we will be able to help all those over 40 million people who are still remain in modern day slavery. For me, I'm doing my part through our nonprofit organization, Empowerment Collective. I'm advocating for 7 keys for global human rights, which are making sure that these 7 keys are available to these underserved communities so they can have a basic human rights to ask questions and empower themselves so they don't become part of that suffering. So we need you, we need your support. And please visit our empowermentcollective.org and become an advocate for 7 keys for global human rights. And thank you so much from bottom of my heart to World Unity Week for giving me these opportunities to share my little story. And I hope that I have raised enough awareness about all those invisible people who are still remaining in modern day slavery. And the most importantly, that 152 million child labor is still working for these bigger factories, and they need our help. So thank you so much for your support, and let's stay connected. Thank you, World Unity Week, once again from my heart. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Nazreen. Thank you so much. It's compelling and confronting to hear the stories and the life that Nazreen has lived. But what an inspiration to be, serving women and girls who are still at the scourge of this modern day slavery. And thank goodness for Purpose Earth is supporting and working with the Empowerment Collective. We're going to put the Empowerment Collective's link here into the chat so people can also get behind and support what Nazreen is doing. We're very, very honored, Nazreen, to have you in World Unity Week. And I know that you've touched the hearts of everybody with your authentic, real story of courage. May your work continue to be blessed, and those people who are suffering may, collectively we be able to reach out and through the Empowerment Collective and your good work be able to make a difference. So it is amazing to see all the incredible activism around the world, what people are doing, standing up for justice and healing and peace. And so much of it is coming around water. We have a beautiful water blessing. Our next speaker, Sadhvi Bhagawati Saraswatiji. Sadhviji is a renowned spiritual leader and motivational speaker based in Rishikesh, India. Originally from Los Angeles and a graduate of Stanford, Sadhviji has lived on the banks of the sacred Ganga River in the lap of the Himalayas for nearly 25 years, engaged in spiritual service, wisdom teaching, sacred action, and deep spiritual practice. She is president of Divine Shakti Foundation. Sadhviji.
What a joy to join all together at the beginning of this sacred World Unity Week. And water is that beautiful, beautiful element that unites us, flowing through our bodies as our bodies into our rivers and our oceans, connecting us across countries and continents. And here in the waters of the Pacific Ocean, as a symbol of this union, this unity, I offer the water, the holy water from the Mother Ganga River in Rishikesh. Because we know that all water is one, and all water comes and unites us together. And here we are from Mother Ganga into the Pacific Ocean, carrying these waters now to our family across countries and continents, around the world.
Hello, my name is Keishi Chai. I'm an artist based in New York City. I welcome you to join me today for a short water meditation. Sit or stand comfortably. You can keep your eyes open or closed. It is your choice. Inhale, crown reaches up to the sky. Exhale, feet root deeply into the earth. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, shoulders melt down. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, hips soften. Inhale, notice your breath flowing in. Exhale, notice your breath flowing out. Continue to ride the waves of your breath and imagine a raindrop falling from the sky. It enters the crown of your head and it falls gently through your neck, rib cage, pelvis. It splashes between your feet. This is your center line. This is your personal connection between the earth and the sky. Now imagine you're taking a shower and the water is trickling down your face, relaxing your muscles. It pours down your neck and it cascades off your shoulders. It washes down your chest and your back and it drips off your pelvis. The water streams down your legs, it pours over your knees, and it pulls around your ankles. Now imagine the water is moving inside your body like a river. It carries oxygen and nutrients. Visualize the life force within each molecule. Feel the water surging throughout your entire body, cleansing and taking away what is no longer needed. Now the water bursts out from your heart into your space. And imagine the water is rising. You are standing in the ocean. The tranquil waves lap around your body. And the ripples continue to rise until you are floating. Surrender and let go. The ocean gently supports and embraces you. Connect to its deep wisdom and its life force. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Inhale and exhale. Last breath in. Exhale out. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Come back to your space. I hope you enjoyed today's water meditation. I invite you to take this feeling of tranquility into the rest of your day. You can find out more about me at naturestories.world. Thank you.
Well, that was a beautiful, beautiful pause. Thank you, Keishai Chai. Very, very lovely to take a little breather as we're coming into this opening ceremony for the World Unity Week. Our next speaker is the Uncle Hereditary Chief Phil Lane Jr. is an enrolled member of the Ihankanowan, Dakota and Chickasaw Nations. Inhankowan. Thank you, Lila June. Inhankowan, Dakota and Chickasaw Nations, and is an internationally recognized leader in human, community, and economic development. Chief Phil, are you with us?
Yes. Idakiepi, my very, very beloved members of our beloved human family. I'm so thankful to be here at this time when we're building this foundation spiritually, technologically, culturally, and most of all between us as human beings, so that by 2030, the beginning of world peace will begin. And so I'd like to call our relatives, this eagle bone whistle here, and have a prayer. O Tunkashla Wakantaka, creator of the universe, most beloved one, all powerful one, most kind one, ever forgiving one, O ancient of days, O blessed beauty, O ever abiding one, we call upon with great thanksgiving. We've come to this day that shall not be followed by night. We call upon all our relatives that are close to our closest vein to be here with us. We thank Purpose Earth, Unity Earth, Sign Network, all who are involved here, all the presenters, all members of a human family have joined us here at this time, this very holy, sacred time that we have together. We give thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, our hearts are full. And all these prayers that have been given, Creator, all these thoughts have been shared so far in this opening ceremony. May they be fulfilled, particularly that we may understand that the abuse of women must end upon this beloved Mother Earth. Takashla, we call upon all the tribes and nations of the East, from where comes the red sunrise, the South, from where comes new life, the West, from where comes thunder, lightning, and rain, particularly remembering this day of freedom of our relatives, our African-American relatives, but all people we want to see free. May this be an example of that freedom. And Creator, we also call upon all the tribes and nations of the North to come together in unity and harmony, in oneness and kindness and compassion. And Creator of all good things, we give thanksgiving for all that you've given us for this beautiful day. Remember, please, Creator, all those in prisons, all those children without food to eat today, Creator, all those relatives who are suffering, especially our relatives who are suffering from finding their children being uncovered from these residential schools. Please, Creator, may these be cleared away in a good way. And to close this, I'm going to remind us of this. The human soul has no gender, race, ethnicity, or class. This reality makes all forms of prejudice, whatever they may be, intolerable and unacceptable. The human soul is not divided. It's a reflection of our Creator. All the powers that distinguish us human beings, reason, memory, abstract thought, creativeness, inventiveness, willpower, are all property of the soul, not the body. And I'd like to close with this prayer for unity for our human family. It's so wonderful to see we're here with unprecedented unified action as we move to the future, as Toja Lila June is called upon us to do, and Brother Ben. Oh my God, unite the hearts of thy servants and reveal unto them thy great purpose. May they follow thy commandments and abide in thy law. Help them, O God, in their endeavor and grant them strength to serve thee. O God, leave them not to themselves, but guide their steps to the light of knowledge and cheer their hearts by thy love. Verily, thou art their help, our Lord. Hawlmichante washtelo shinkmano hemeado chinupasapa hemeado hawlmichante washte. Have a wonderful, beautiful day and a wonderful, wonderful unity, World Unity Week. It's going to be a good one. Remember, we can't be happy today. What day are we waiting for? Hawlmichante washte.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief Phil Lane Jr. Thank you for those beautiful prayers and for your lifetime of commitment to realizing the human family, the one united human family. Wonderful and beautiful to have your spirit and presence with us today, and building upon those prayers, the beautiful prayers your mum did earlier with the water too, Lila, and all these prayers coming together. And we're about to have a little bit of music from one of my favorite artists. Well, actually it's Lila June, so I can say that, but it's coming up with a beautiful music video actually that you worked on last year and is really ready to re-release. So it's a bit of a special one. Do you want to tell us a few words about the music video, Lila?
Yeah, just briefly, it's called Water is Life. And in the spirit of this prayerful action theme we have going on, it's really calling upon us to not just say water is life, but to live it. And actually those lyrics came from an elder. Most of the song are verbatim words that came from an interview from an elder named Oliver Njadi. He's Nde Mescalero Apache. And so I really just took his words and put it to a song. So I hope you all enjoy it.
Beautiful.
I think you need to unmute yourself, World Unity Week.
Of life, it's a forever thing, it's a message. He said you can say that water is life, you can sing it again and again, but will they listen? Are we gonna stand by these words? Are we gonna find a way to change the way we're living? Mother Earth, she feels everything and it hurts. Like the moon, like the body of a woman, she's changing. Can we return to the times when water was alive, when we prayed at her edge and gave thanks for this life, when the water fell from the sky and we drank from her bosom, when the water fell from our eyes and the water fell from our womb, when it rose up to the surface and we knew every spring. No fear of competition, just a relative to a face. We are people of the sun, we are people of the water. We will celebrate our sons, we will celebrate our daughters, give them ceremony so when the drought comes they'll be ready. Will the next war be for water? All our solutions are part of the problem, can't win war with war. There is more than one creation story. Worlds have died and worlds have been reborn before. When you touch the water, you touch the world. From Taos Peaks to Gulf Streams, the memories they hold. We sell her by the acre foot and treat her as our captive. The rivers are undrinkable while the aquifers extracted. Our food will need water to grow, but do you have to take it all? We try to hold her and control her as we watch our empire fall. He said it's not a song, it's a way of life, it's a forever thing. it's a message. He said, you can say that water is life. You can sing it again and again, but can you live it?
Watching, hoping, praying that this time it becomes Holland, as done by their grandmothers, grandfathers, long ago, when they spoke with animals, their smoke still floating, touching the morning prayers. Grandfathers, grandmothers, sons and daughters, me, us, the mountains and animals, covered with the morning pollen.
All right. Thank you for taking a moment to hear that song. And it's really honoring that elder, Oliver Njadi. He's an amazing person, amazing artist, carries the knowledge of our ancestors very well. So thanks for letting me share that song. We are now transitioning and closing the ceremonial section of this three-part ceremony, this larger ceremony of this opening ceremony. And we're beginning the second section, which is really focused on action. It's focused on weaving together waves of change. It's focusing on bringing these prayers out into the world. And we're so lucky to have our primary sponsor, which is Purpose Earth. And they have funded a number of amazing projects and turned these prayers into action. And we're also so grateful for our other co-sponsors, if you will, people who helped bring this all together, including the Sign Network, sort of led the charge by John Kramer, and also Unity Earth, led by Ben here pretty much, and his amazing team. So we're just so grateful to be transitioning into this more action-oriented phase. And with that, would you like to introduce Emmanuel, Ben, or shall I?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And just building on that, Lila June, it's so amazing, what's happening here, the incredible spirit of generosity, which is flowing through the whole system. You mentioned John Raymer and Summer from the Sign Network, and also Purpose Earth and Unity Earth. And another one of the co-producers for World Unity Week is the Hague Center for Global Governance. So that's really the co-producers that have come together, and the co-sponsors as well, including the International Academy for Multicultural Cooperation, World Weavers as well, with generous support that we have received from News Stories, from the Optimist Daily, and from Olivia Hansen as well. So it's really an incredible team effort. And we'll talk more about the volunteers and the people that have given their blood, sweat, and tears to create this. Do you know, Lila, we have almost 700 volunteers for World Unity Week this year. And just before I introduce Emmanuel, can I say how beautiful it was just to watch your music video there as well? That was just gorgeous and sweet. Beautiful song, beautifully sung with a great message. So when we talk about the spirit of generosity, it really is this next man and the organization Purpose Earth with his wife, Laura Rose, which is really funding primarily World Unity Week, which is given free to the world. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But let me introduce first Emmanuel. Emmanuel Kunselman is a social entrepreneur, writer, motivational speaker, and environmentalist. He founded the Chicago-based nonprofit Greenheart International in 1985 and served as its president until 2019. He's founding co-creator of the Global Purpose Movement, which has recently merged with Unity Earth in order to create Purpose Earth. Emmanuel is now in Madrid and is the founder of Purpose Earth, our primary sponsor. So Emmanuel Kunselman, welcome to this opening of World Unity Week.
Thank you, Ben. And thank you to everyone. What a beautiful ceremonial first section to get us into that wavelength of higher consciousness. And it's a pleasure to be here today. And I must say, Purpose Earth is absolutely thrilled to be the primary sponsor for World Unity Week. You know, if you're a sponsor or have any kind of resources to donate to something, what better cause than this one. You know, there's a meta crisis out there. Systemic racism, increasing income inequality, climate change, democracy on the demise, and divisiveness. Democracy on the demise and divisiveness on the rise. It is a worldwide meta crisis. Maybe not everyone sees it that way. Most of us are still in denial. We'd prefer not to come to grips with the world meta crisis, but we can't wait any longer. The time is long past, and it is now time to get beyond denial and recognize the crisis and bring together everybody who wants to do something. So, yes, we are really pleased to be sponsoring this. And why? Well, you know, it's like if you've got limited time, limited resources, and you want to get the most effective result from the little each of us can do as an individual, actually, we can do quite a lot. You take somewhere and leverage the system at that critical turning point where critical mass could make all the difference in the world. The well-known butterfly effect, where it was first determined that the flap of butterfly wings in Brazil could cause thunderstorms on the other side of the planet. And we see in the right singular moment, with the right impact of love and caring, that yes, one individual, one organization, one World Unity Week can and does make a difference and changes the world. So this is our opportunity to make the most of it. And certainly I couldn't think of any cause greater, any company of people better, more qualified, more loving, more dedicated and committed to the cause of unity, bringing the world together and asking us all to do something. And there are many others out there willing to do the same. And we'd like to reach out to them right now and recognize some of the other visionaries that have contributed to sponsoring World Unity Week, starting with the International Academy for Multicultural Cooperation. Our hearts go out to Audrey Kitagawa, who is the founder of the International Academy for Multicultural Cooperation. Audrey has been a long-time visionary and leader in the consciousness world, and she had the vision to come forward and support us as a full co-sponsor early on. Blessings and gratitude to you, Audrey. And then there's World Weavers, headed up by our own Ben Bowler. Dear Ben, as if you don't give enough, all your time, all your energy, all your vision. And then World Weavers has contributed as well. Thank you deeply. And then we have the Spiritual Life TV channel by our dear Olivia Hansen. And Olivia, just can't thank you enough. Olivia has been a long-time supporter of the consciousness movement, from her Synthesis Foundation to the Spiritual Life TV channel. Check it out at spirituallifetvchannel.com. Many of our friends and contemporaries here on this program are featured on her wonderful Spiritual Life TV. Then we have news stories and great transition stories headed up by Linnea Lombard, transformational psychologist and strategic philanthropist. Linnea, you could not have been any more strategic with your philanthropy than choosing World Unity Week to sponsor at this time. Thank you so much for your contribution. And then we have the Optimist Daily, headed up by Christy Jansen. We thank you so much. The Optimist Daily, making solutions the news. You know, if we get tired and we know that there's so much bad news out there and so much trauma, if you want to hear about the solutions, become an emissary for Optimist Daily in that island of optimism. Thank you, Christy, and thank you for your backing, and also the World Business Academy, backed by Rinaldo Rutoko. So those are our main sponsors for World Unity Week. We're really, really deeply grateful for you. And without you, this whole program wouldn't be possible. In closing, I'd also like to thank our wonderful team at Purpose Earth, our Grant Selection Council, Linda Bjork, Kevin Chiteri, Peter Blaise Corcoran, Dr. Marty K. Casey, and my lovely wife, Laura Rose. And it's all backed up by Lawrence Singer and his solid, steady caring for the administration of it all, and our wonderful production team at Purpose Earth, Rhiannon, Vanessa, Sarvan, Jill, and Lily. Thank you all. What a beautiful experience it is just to work with you. And getting back then to the reason we're here and the reason we're so thrilled. This is as good as it gets. This is the way that these sponsors have found to make the most out of their contributions, to do the most good with one small effort, to support this coming together, this unity of consciousness, this new movement that I call the Holo movement, going forward, bringing us all together. And as the crisis deepens, our resolve strengthens. And the harder it gets, the more we will work together to bring people together, to resolve these problems of racism, of inequality, and all the rest, and change, and make it a new, more beautiful world in which we can all live and prosper together. And so finally, what really thrills us is the theme itself. Let's do something. Let's not just talk about it. Let's get out there and contribute in any way we can, whether it's time, money, volunteering, whatever you can do. Please lend a hand. This is the singular moment in history. The world's future is at stake. If you are inclined to make a donation yourself, you can do so at purposeearth.org. Just every small amount ends up helping us change the world together. Thank you all, beautiful team, wonderful people, this great, wonderful emerging spirit of unity and consciousness together. Many blessings to you all. I'm deeply grateful for your support and everything unfolding before our very eyes. Blessings. Thank you.
I really believe that we need to bring balance into our planet because we're destroying it and we cannot go on like this until there is a balance in power in the people that are making the decisions for all of us. Then we're not going to change. And I believe this change is possible.
I want to live in a world where everybody is equal.
If people could just try and understand themselves better, maybe we wouldn't live in such a world that hates each other so much.
Nadie va a venir a rescatarnos. Nos tenemos que rescatar nosotros a nosotros mismos.
It just takes that one person to have the courage of doing it.
You can change the world. It only takes one person to make a difference.
Hi, my name is Laura Peña, and I am the founder of She's the Universe, a global movement for girls' empowerment. For many years, I had this question in my mind. Why is it that there's not more women in positions of power, making the decisions that are so important for our future? I'm not talking about power over. I am talking about this power that is compassionate. A few years ago, I went camera in hand in a backpack, traveling around the world, asking girls about their dreams and asking them, what is it that they need from all of us to get to where they want to be in life? So what do you think you need from the world? What do you think that you need from the world to get to where you want to be in life?
¿Qué tú necesitas de lo que estamos cerca de ti, del mundo, para poder llegar a donde tú quieres llegar?
I think what I need from the world is support.
Support to do what I want.
En cada paso.
It's just literally support me. Just be like, maybe just be supportive of what I'm doing.
porque é muito importante para mim saber que os meus familiares e os meus amigos me apoiam.
Que siempre están apoyándome, diciendo que yo puedo.
¿Y como qué cosas tú crees que tú necesitas de nosotros, del mundo, de tu familia, de tu comunidad para poder avanzar?
Apoyo.
Just like showing up as a friend can be presenting me with, and girls in general, with opportunities to do things and to be who they want to be.
The opportunity to get there. I know it's weird, but people don't even get the opportunity. And I think what I want to do is so big. I need a community. I need other people, like-minded people. I just need change in the world, actually.
Through mentorship, community, and storytelling, we support girls into understanding that they are powerful beyond measure. We create programs and we create community around girls so that they can rise up.
We are not as strong as boys, that we are emotional.
Just knowing that we have a community and that anywhere in the world that you go and you like see another girl and like you lock eyes and you're like, okay. I don't know, if it just like makes me feel safe.
Thanks to Purpose Earth, I've been able to create our newest project called World Changers, which is a series of events where girls can come together from all over the world and talk about what are the issues affecting us, but also where we go deep inside to understand who we are and what is it that we came here to do and to be. I really want to encourage you to support Purpose Earth on their mission to empower and support people like me who have big visions, but sometimes don't have the resources to make them happen. Thank you for your support.
All right, what an amazing project that is, Lila June. This is a recipient of the Purpose Earth grant. She is the universe, doing incredible work to support young women and girls and their projects. And just another example of how Purpose Earth is really empowering and transforming change makers all over the world.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful endeavor that Laura Peña is engaged in, and it's very inspiring to see it. I've been told that if we can heal the women, we can heal the world, as women are the root of life for us as humans. And so it's really essential work she's doing. I'm really excited to introduce our next amazing speaker, Baba Israel. He is a New York City hip hop artist. He's an activist, he's an educator. He was raised in New York, who were by parents who were core members of the Living Theater. And he's also lived in Australia. And Baba is deeply dedicated to creating change in our world. We are so lucky to have you, Baba. Please take it away without further ado. And thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Lila. I want to say I loved your song and I appreciate your presence today. And I appreciate that this whole event, while it starts in ceremony, and I want to say gratitude to the elders who shared today, that we're also realizing that we need collective justice, equity, and accountability to move forward as a world and to feel that sense of unity. So I just want to say I'm very moved by how we've been grounded in that today. I want to say a big shout out to Ben and Rhiannon for your invitation. And I just feeling a lot today, and I'm grateful also that we're acknowledging Juneteenth. You know, it's so important, and that also that call for acknowledgement and what are the next actions. I'm normally coming from New York City, where I was born and raised, and you know, the traditional lands of the Lenape people. I'm currently in Birmingham, Alabama, where I'm going to be performing today, and it feels just important to acknowledge that this is a place of continued struggle and great historical struggle for civil rights. From what I understand, this is the traditional lands of the Creek people and the Shawnee people. If there are other folks I should acknowledge, please share that in the chat. I grew up in a community of artists and seeing art as a way to invoke and inspire change. And I wanna acknowledge that what I'm gonna do is called freestyle, which is part of the oral tradition which is something that 95% of our human history was the oral tradition. And we have this concept of literacy and illiteracy, and we need to think about literacy and orality and think about the incredible intelligence in the oral tradition. And I want to acknowledge hip hop as a culture that's connected to the African diaspora and just give respect to its roots. So what I'd like to do is co-create something with you all today. And so I'm going to ask you to put some words in the chat when you think of this sense of unity and what allows us to across the world feel connected and feel that spirit today and feel that call to action. And we're going to make a freestyle happen. And I want to acknowledge my partner, Grace Galu, a beautiful singer and composer. Her voice is here in this track right here. 1, 2. We bring the beat in with inspiration, feel the compassion with action, like purpose, earth, and the verse. When we give birth, we have to unite us, build trust with support. We are one, but we also can feel when I reveal love is greater than everything as we start to just heal. Yes, I see the balance, find my talents of expression. It's a blessing when I feel it with the vibe. Take a quantum field, a quantum leap when I can do it magic and purify. Cause it's a community when I feel the gratitude, cause I'm soon to cry. Emotions, there's justice, we feel the love and harmony. Energy when you do it, cause you see there's no harm in me when it's we. Collective, connective, take a break and relate. Peace and love when I do it, courage. We see we can devastate, but we can also create, regenerate instead of the hate. Take a breath in with the expression, cause it's a blessing like the session when I move, a hug for the love. When I feel that hope, that's my daughter's middle name. So thank you to Laura Pena for what you do lifting the daughters. And I see that when I explore that, we have to transform the hierarchy of these orders so I can see the honor, yes, the reconciliation, restoration, healing of a whole new generation. Yes, we need the humility, agility of our humanity, not the vanity. When I see that's what we need, that's the energy. So let's open our hearts and starts and feel this wholeness. When we feel the wholeness, I might feel that soul bliss, but it's one heart, one love, and plus that integrity. Watch out for the moment, watch out infinity, not the brevity. Yes, the mother goddess energy. Yes, my mother gave me a book called When God Was a Woman when I was 12, and I'm shouting at my mother right now. I cared for her for many years. She's in a nursing home and I'm versing and I miss her, but I'm still in my zone. As I roam, I can see you and feel you and hear you and free you. And that is what I need when I do it, feeling and giving the rhythm the vibe, bringing the bass like that when I'm flowing, cause I'm grateful we're all alive. So give that energy, cause it's World Unity Week. When I speak, whether you're chilling in a city street or roaming by a creek, we can all rise and fall. Open up your eyes, listen to the call to action with passion. When I feel that love, cause we birth in the new. When I look right now, we all part of the same crew, so we can lift up and start to give that voice. When I rock with that flow, cause we all have that choice. Yo, it's the divine feminine, I have to give it up the energy beyond gender. We can be strong, vulnerable, and also tender. Everything when I get into the flow, even when I start to feel the wind blow, cause each day is an opportunity to grow. So I send it out to you, send it out to Ben and Lila. We all come together and we create this campfire. Virtually, it's the ancient storytelling tradition I hold. When I give in the rhythm, when I do it, cause I came to just flow like water, which is life. When we can see that it's sacred, we're all born naked, never forsaken. Today we begin it, it's a ceremony that we celebrated. When we do it, when we start regenerated, this is the voice of grace in the place when I'm moving and grooving with the music soothing beyond confusion. We can shout it out when we start that solution, like the revolution of the earth. When I see the revolution of the verse, when I do it like that, when we start to never ever rehearse, we can twinkle like a little star, traveling so far. When I move like that, the universe gives birth to these gifts and we shift. It's a high attitude, gratitude. When I see it, I can move when I sing and I bring the rhythm when we bring. So I can do it wherever you are, wherever you're at. When I flow over the rap with the rhythm like that, one time for your mind. Freestyle flows, and that's what we do together. We co-create as we compose. Rise and overcome. Music is a healer, revealer. I feel that, so I send it to you. For those days where you feel like you can't carry on, for those days where the struggle feels too long, we all collect and create a song so we can right the wrongs and create this restorative justice. When I bust this, when we trust this, as we start to love this. So thank you, because we are artists, we are shifting. When we create, we elevate our mind state. I can see you dancing, so shout out to Marty, get down with the groove, bring the beat back. I'm flowing the rhythm intuitively, one love, we can start to react. We're moving and giving the time, giving the sound, giving the rhyme. We giving the flow when I do it, because we can start to shun like sunshine. Where right now the rain and the waters cry for the clouds. Doing with the rhythm amazing when I feel that rhythm in the crowd. Yes, it's the human animals. Shout out my cats, they're my therapists. They gather on me and they give me the energy, they repairing this. We can have interconnections, we're interconnected into being. Freeing like tick not hot when I flow hip hop, cause I'm freeing. Giving the flow cause it's sacred with the rhyme combined when I show it. So that's what I'm singing, I'm healed when I manifest as a poet. And it's love, y'all, and it's love, y'all, and it's love, and it just don't stop. And it's love, y'all. Who are you? Who am I? Intergenerational, sensational. It's like light beams shining when we just rhyming. It could be science, it could be the divine wind. Giving the rhythm when I do it, when I rock, cause you see that I'm rhyming. So thank you as we collectively are shining. And peace, 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 peace. Peace, peace, setting healthy boundaries. But some of these boundaries and borders we have to seize, increasing the peace as we together release in the sun rising. Gratitude for the time. Thank you for air offering words and creating a rhyme. Collective song when we do it, connecting with our heart, soul, and mind. This is a precious moment we find. Open our eyes, open our hearts, open our senses. Harmony when I do it, no defenses. Because we can create a connection that's real. When we open up real thoughts and real stories, we heal. Acknowledge the injustice and trust this purpose forward. When I do like that as we start to move forward. Reality, listening with the rhythm when I take it now. My name is Baba, peace, love. And I'm thankful for all of you to listen to our collective heartbeat, 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 heartbeat. It's the seed and the womb as we breathe in the room. Watch it just bloom, bloom, bloom.
Whoa. Baba Israel. Wow, that was so awesome. That was so awesome.
It is my true pleasure and honor. And thank you. I got to shout out Dr. Marty Casey because you gave me so much energy. I just want you to know this is Zoom, but you were like sending it to me and I was receiving it. So I just want to acknowledge that because we can transcend these pixels. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, by far the most beautiful Zoom moment there the most lively and human Zoom moment. You did a wonderful job at creating that. Thank you, Baba.
It's my pleasure. And big up to Canarsie. I want to just say we got Brooklyn in the house. Much love.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was super cool. We're rock and roll. We're getting sort of close to halfway, and I think we've now got Lila, another grant recipient from Purpose Earth, Angelina, we're going to hear from.
Yes, we're going to see another video from one of our other Purpose Earth grantees. So go ahead and let it roll. Angelina Gabaist.
Hi, my name is Tato Angelina Habaitsi from Botswana. I am the program director of Unleashing the African Potential, which is a human development and community development program based in a rural community 15 kilometers from the capital city, Gaborone. The program entails of skills sharing, empowerment programs, and business management trainings, where we see the beneficiaries will be granted the opportunity to do practicals through a community garden and a social hub, where they will get the opportunity to sell their products to the public to gain an extra income. Purpose Earth grant and mentorship program has helped us to achieve our mission and goals, as well as instill a great enthusiasm and hope in the community. We look forward to working with Purpose Earth as we continue to roll out the program and enroll more beneficiaries. Thank you.
Another amazing grant recipient. We're so grateful to her and to Purpose Earth. And we just want to welcome anyone who's joined recently. This is the World Unity Week opening ceremony. We're going to be going for another hour and a half or so. We're so grateful that you are all here. And I want to next up introduce David Rothenberg. His music piece is made from the sounds of whales that he goes down into the water and records. And then we're going to go into some more grant recipients. So we're really weaving a lot of this action, such as what Angelina has done, is doing, with also a lot of music and art, so that we can keep the soul of this movement rolling. So without further ado, please welcome David Rothenberg.
We're going out to meet the whales and make some music with them. Come on.
Wow. Wow, I had not seen that before. That was incredible. What a journey. What amazing work to be feeling that like invited into a sacred world of singing and its own prayer, Lila June. That was amazing. So
yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that's very awesome. And of course, we're talking about unity with all of life. It's not just human unity. It's water with it's unity with all of life. And what a beautiful expression of that, and experience of that, way beyond words. So powerful. Music and art, and it can just take us way beyond that, engaging. And now we are, I tell you, it's sunset in Jerusalem right now. And in a few minutes, we're going to be having, it's at the end of the Sabbath day, we're going to have a live blessing from the Holy City, which is going to be a great honor. But just before we get to that, this is something so hugely, we're hugely honored and grateful to have Eco Peace Middle East as a co-convener and a huge part of World Unity Week. So World Unity Week is co-convened by hundreds of organizations around the world, and there are hundreds and hundreds of people who volunteered to be room stewards or event hosts or Zoom tech. I mean, it's an amazing thing made by so many people. The Convergence Room's opening up on Tuesday, the 22nd of June. But let me just introduce a little bit here. EcoPeace is such an extraordinary organization because they have three directors. One's Palestinian, one's Israeli, and one is Jordanian. And they've been going for almost 30 years, really leading ecological peace building in the Middle East, which clearly is one of the most challenging environments to do peace building on Earth. And so we have a very special message from the Palestinian director, Nada Majalini, of EcoPeace Middle East. Please, let's hear from Nada.
Greetings everyone watching us across the globe. I'm Nada Majdalani, the Palestinian Director of EcoPeace Middle East, an environmental peacebuilding organization. On behalf of my colleagues, Gidon Bromberg, the Israeli co-director, and Yana Abu Talib, the Jordanian co-director, I send you all our deepest regards, and we're excited to be part of launching the World Unity Week 2021. EcoPeace is grateful for the ongoing cooperation and partnership with Unity Earth. We're excited that we're always part of this community, a community that comes together to commune, connect, and simply be together. This year, we're excited that the theme of the World Unity Week is water, and also, let's do something. This is at the hard core and the heart of the EcoPeace mission. We're excited that we will present during this week our Green Blue Deal concept for the Middle East. Please join us on Wednesday, the 23rd of June, 2021, for our presentation on climate security for the Middle East. Our Green Blue Deal concept speaks about four main pillars for climate security in the Middle East. The first one is education and awareness, where we work with several sects and levels at the community level. The second pillar is to advance developments and investments in the Jordan Valley, across the border in Palestine, Israel, and Jordan. The third pillar is to advance on the concept of the water energy nexus, where renewable energy and desalinated water from the Mediterranean crosses the border and creates a sort of interdependency. The fourth pillar is to achieve advancement on the water reallocation between Palestinians and Israelis in a fair and just manner at which Palestinian water rights are achieved.
Anushik Kishalamok Wang, Anushik Wachimanadu, Anushik MB, Anushik Mahikanatuk. I'm Al from the Ramapo Muncie Lenape Nation, and I'm here at a sacred waterfall that is at the boundary point between the Mohawk people and the Ramapo people, or the Muncie people historically. And what I said were words in the Muncie language, were words of thanks. Thanks to whose thoughts we arose from, thanks to the Great Spirit for giving us these waters. So what you're seeing here is actually the Hudson River. You cannot point to any one part of a river and say that's the only part where it starts. A river has hundreds if not thousands of origins before it goes to the rivers we call the great rivers and then to the ocean. So let me thank Purpose Earth for helping to support the project and helping to bring together the Mohawk and Muncie people. And let's hear from the river and waterfall itself.
Beautiful. Thank you, Owl, from the Ramapo Lenape Nation, who are indigenous to what is now called New Jersey and New York City. We're so honored to have you be one of the Purpose Earth grantees. And what an auspicious occasion for the Mohawk, the Haudenosaunee, and the Ramapo Lenape to create this alliance. We can never have enough indigenous alliances at this time. So thank you so much. And Ben, I'll pass it to you.
Well, it's amazing, so amazing, Lila June. From the Hudson River to the holy city of Jerusalem, we have with us Rabbi David Rosen. He's the International Director of Interreligious Affairs of the American Jewish Committee. Rabbi Rosen is a member of the Chief Rabbinate of Israel's Commission for Interreligious Dialogue and serves on the Council of the Religious Institutions of the Holy Land. And he is an international president of the Religions for Peace. Rabbi David Rosen in Jerusalem, we are so honored and blessed to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Ben. It's a joy to be able to join all of you at this launch of World Unity Week. I'm here with my wife, Sharon, and we might be joined subsequently by some other members of the family because Sabbath has just concluded. And it's my honor to be able to share with you this Hawdullah service, which is essentially the celebration, or if you like, the recognition of the conclusion of the Sabbath and ushering in the week ahead. And this ceremony essentially consists of 4 blessings. And that just a word about blessings in the Jewish tradition to begin with. A blessing is something that is a very central liturgical part of Jewish practice. It is a formula recited before eating or drinking or any kind of fragrance and for special occasions, calendar events. What a blessing is, it's essentially an expression of gratitude to God, to the source of all life, for the gifts which we are able to enjoy. In other words, a blessing is an expression of an awareness, appreciation, that we don't take certain things for granted. In fact, our sages of the Talmud say that one should make 100 blessings a day. It's basically an idea, simply metaphoric language, to say that your whole day should in fact be suffused with divine consciousness, and therefore the blessings seek to inculcate that. Now, at the conclusion of this very special day in the Jewish week, at the end of the Sabbath of repose, and we prepare for the week ahead, the ceremony, first of all, thanks the Creator for separation, for distinctiveness, for the ability to distinguish between light and dark, between the Sabbath and the rest of the week, peoples, nations, times in the course of the year. All these things are divisions, distinctions that enable us to appreciate the value of each particular component. And therefore, it's particularly appropriate for Unity Week, because what we seek in unity is not uniformity, but especially the ability to be able to celebrate the diversity, the beauty, the differences in creation, all those distinctive qualities and the differences within us, but to be able to bring these things together in the sense of unity within not only humanity, but the cosmos as a whole. So the ceremony normally begins with words from scripture. There are verses, but because of the shortness of time, I'm not going to recite those introductory verses, but I'm going to just refer now to one which is from the prophet Isaiah, chapter 12, verse 3. And it's so significant for the theme of World Unity Week. The verse says, "And you shall draw forth waters with joy from the wells of salvation." The idea behind that is that we've just concluded the repose. We're now starting the week ahead. We have to work hard in order to bring about salvation, that is the well-being of humanity, to combat the negativity, to be able to strive to bring goodness and peace in the week ahead. But water, of course, is a metaphor, not only, first of all, a symbol not only of life itself, because water is arguably the most basic source of sustenance and nurturing for physical life, but is also seen as a metaphor within scripture for spiritual life, for the sense of the divine, for that divine consciousness. So it's particularly suitable that that verse introduces the ceremony. But because of shortness of time, I'm just going to concentrate on the 4 main blessings. The blessing thanking God for distinction, for our ability to be able to celebrate diversity and sustain diversity in our world. the blessing on the candle, the light, which is here, which is many reasons are given, but the basic reason is on a Sabbath, we don't use fire. That's actually explicit in scripture. And now that the week is beginning, this is therefore a symbol of the fact that the week of our own creativity is ahead of us. And then we have fragrance. It could be any fragrance, but normally spices, or here there are cloves inside this lovely container. And then the wine, which we make a blessing on for any special occasion and events within the calendar, special ceremonies, life cycle, etc. It's been pointed out that within the Hawdullah ceremony, we have all the different senses coming together. And then at the conclusion of these blessings, there are normally songs, hymns. We don't have time for all of them, so we're just going to do one little one together, which essentially is 2 Hebrew words, Shavua Tov, which means have a good week. And we'll do some English improvisation. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei minei besamim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei me'orei ha'el. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamavir ben kodesh l'chol, ben or l'choshet ben Yisraelim, ben yom ha'tzvi l'shesh v'yemei ha'maseh. Baruch atah Adonai hamavir ben kodesh l'chol. Shavua tov, Shavua tov, Shavua tov, Shavua tov, Shavua tov, Shavua tov. Shavua tov, Shavua tov. Join in if you can. Have a good week. Have a good week. May it bring the peace we seek. Have a good week. Have a good week. May it bring the peace we seek. One last time in Hebrew. Shavua tov, Shavua tov, Shavua tov, Shavua tov, Shavua tov. Shavuot, Shavuot, Shavuot. May God bless you all.
Amen. Oh, thank you. Thank you. God bless you, David and Sharon. So wonderful to see you singing and the Hawdullah ceremony, marking the closing of the Sabbath day in Jerusalem. Thank you so much, Rabbi David Rosen and Sharon Rosen, for bringing their prayers and that song and that ceremony into this grand ceremony to open World Unity Week. Lila, that was very, very, very special live experience and a beautiful offering. So we're now going to hear from one of our featured artists, which is Rocky Dawuni, Ghanaian singer-songwriter, international music star, and humanitarian activist, Rocky Dawuni. Let's go. Let's hear from Rocky.
Hello, my brothers and sisters from all around the world. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to World Unity Week. My name is Rocky Dawuni, and this is a week that all of us, the human family, wherever you are, we all need to align our purpose to shed a greater light all around the world. World Unity Week, let's do something. This next song that I'm going to play is a song called Rock Your Soul. And it's for all of us, wherever you are, sink deep into yourself and let's be that change. So rock your soul, baby. You know one day you're gonna be a star, baby. You know all I wanna do is rock your soul. Some may claim I'm just a ghetto superstar, baby. You know all I wanna do is rock your soul. Together we will build a community with love and harmony, away from the pettiness of jealousy. Yeah, and local leaders everywhere, for one day all will fade away. We do the right, we should be okay. So we will sing, people, you know one day you're gonna be the stars. People, you know all I wanna do is rock your soul. And they'll still say, I'm a sufferer superstar. People, you know all I wanna do is rock your soul. For time will reveal every hidden character. In the end, none of that will matter. Following the words of the Holy Master. When we are true, girl, breaks us through, girl. It takes two, girl. Me and you, yeah. People, you know one day you're gonna be the star. People, you know all I wanna do is rock your soul. They'll still claim I'm a sufferer superstar. People, you know all I wanna do is so rock your soul. So I wanna rock you so every day, and I wanna rock you so your soul, I'll sing rock your soul, rock your soul.
How can we empower our teachers to inspire and retain the natural curiosity and love of learning all children are born with, and to allow the innate gifts of each individual child to blossom and flourish?
When we think in our country, when we say slavery in our country, people automatically think of what we now know is called chattel slavery. That was one form of the system, but sadly, human beings have been, enslaving each other since the beginning of time, right? Which is interesting to look at that system. In schools where they're using textbooks, there's maybe a paragraph, or maybe a page, or maybe you're lucky a chapter on slavery, and I know that it's not taught systemically.
Because it used to be like legal and stuff, but then now it's illegal, but it's still happening.
Oh my gosh, great point. So a system can continue even if it's made illegal. I love it when kids make connections that you have not thought of yourself.
We are in a moment of extraordinary change. As our climate collapses around us, how many more species must die before we wake up to the fundamental truth that we are each connected, you, me, and the planet? We need each other to thrive. We have an important window right now to reimagine education and place the developmental needs of our children first. But what are the capacities we need as parents and educators to meet the evolutionary edge of these changing times and shift the learning paradigm into one that actually mobilizes real change? Where's the spirit of collaboration, creativity, and community that's so vital to drive the innovation needed for healthy society to thrive? What skills and capacity building will we and our children need if we are all to safely navigate across the stormy waters of the 21st century?
We live in a mosaic of cultures, and that's wonderful. We must not
bring about homogeneity. And that's one result of our research that we've been doing over the last 5 or 6 years. And it's the one solid conclusion: there is no recipe for creativity. There is no recipe for social emotional education. It has to come from inside, from the person, from the locality, from the school. And so I think every country, every form is different, and we should explore them, enjoy them, learn to work with them, but not try and turn them into one formula which makes us all the same.
As the mother of an 18-year-old son and a 14-year-old daughter, I know firsthand the challenges of raising confident, happy young people full of hope for the future. Having engaged in thousands of hours of conversations with parents and educators over the last 2 decades, from India to the UK and all across the globe, one thing is consistently clear. We just want our children to be happy and to grow up as meaningful contributors for the good of society. Like many of you, I dream of a world where flourishing, thriving and wholeness are placed at the heart of all we do, a world based on equity, reciprocity, and the healthy thriving of both individuals and communities. Which is why we're inviting you to join us at Festival of the Child, a global online education summit and an immersive experiential adventure. This is for those of you who hear the clarion call to reimagine education from the grassroots up in your own hearts, and for those of you who are willing to courageously step into the unknown fire of these difficult and intense times.
Hi, my name is Timotina Boache, and I live in Accra, Ghana. The title of my purpose project is Transforming the Environment, Transforming Lives. I adopted Isikabu, a community in the eastern region of Ghana, for this purpose project. When you walk into the community of Isikabu, it's a very youthful population, quite a peasant community where the men and women and youth mainly engage in farming activities. When I entered the community, I realized that they had a serious sanitation problem. There was litter all over the place, and the people of the community didn't have a great waste management system. And that is where I got the idea that instead of littering and leaving all the waste they created on the floor or in places that deface their community, how about we engage them in an upcycling project where they can turn the waste they create in the environment into reusable, eco-friendly products for sale. By so doing, we're able to kill 2 birds with a stone by 1, helping the environment and the community become more environmentally sustainable, and secondly, to create a second stream of income for the youth and the women in the community. I was fortunate to have been awarded a grant from Purpose Earth, and this grant came a long way to support the project and the dream I had. With the grant, I was able to provide the community with recycling bins where they could sort out the waste in the community, plastic waste, metal waste, and then paper waste. And with the grants received, I also bought some stationery and materials we could use to upcycle the waste they produced. I'm very proud to say that by the end of the project, I was able to train and teach 25 women and youth in the community. And we turned the waste they create in the environment into jewelry, laptop bags, pencil cases, flower vases for sale. The second phase of the project is to find people who would like to buy these items and then sell these reusable, eco-friendly products and generate some income for the community so they can keep up this good work. Thank you so much, Purpose Earth, for helping me bring my dream into a reality.
Thank you to Timotina, one of our Purpose Earth grant recipients, and also to the Festival of the Child. We're so grateful that these two were able to share. And now we're going to hear some music from Cornflower. Cornflower is a vocalist, a live looper, and a self-identified secret agent of the Earth School. Without further ado, Cornflower, please take it away, and thank you for being here.
Lila.
Yeah. Lila June, that was amazing. Cornflower, how cool was that?
Thank you so much. Cool is an understatement. That was beautiful.
Thank you all.
Powerful.
Well, thank you so much, all of you, for being here. And I love how there's this interweaving of music, prayer, action. It's really what we need, right? And I love how we're getting people moving. And I can see the way to Dr. Casey's heart is music. So note taken. I will remember that. I'll pass it to you, Ben.
Well, thank you so much. We've got, I think we're just beautiful, different connections. That was great music, brother. Thank you, Cornflower, for that. And I do believe we're up to our next youth ambassador. And Sue Blythe is come together with Adrian Alvarez. Adrian, who opened the whole ceremony, is a 13-year-old environmental activist who represented the children of the world at a global call of the Earth Charter 20th anniversary. He's also a co-creator of the Earth Flash game show. Sue Blythe is coordinator of We the World's campaign for the environment and founder of founder of the pilot project of the Climate Collaboratory and the University of Florida Extension. Sue is co-creator of that Earth Flash game show as well. So Sue and Adrian, it is wonderful to have you both with us.
Oh, thank you, Ben, and what an honor and a privilege to be here today as part of this program. So I'll begin by just saying that in the 1960s, I was inspired by this image of the Earth from the moon, and it gave me such a sense of the unity that we have that is ours already. And so I've been looking for that unity. In the 80s, I found the Baha'i statement that says, so powerful is the light of unity that it can illuminate the whole earth. So I kept going. I've always been attracted to unity. I found the Earth Charter just before it was launched in the year 2000. I found We the World and the Compassion Games, and now Unity Earth, and all of you here today. And it's just such a joy for me to introduce Adrian, who is one of our youth spokespersons. We have been dreaming of a youth and elder climate conversation. So Adrian, maybe you could just tell a little about what you would like to see for the children of the world.
Hello, I am Adrian Alvarez and I am 13 years old. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for having me here today, and I wish everyone a happy World Unity Week. Today, I want to express and show all of you what has been troubling me and what I want to see change in the near future. I will try my best to speak on behalf of all the children around the world. We all know that today our world is filled with problems: global warming, pollution, social injustice, and many more threaten our survival. In fact, the UN released 17 major sustainable development goals that we need to achieve by the year 2030. To achieve these goals, I feel that we need people who are capable of reacting with determination to problems, giving the best of themselves, and even exceeding their own limits to help others. There's an important group of society that wants to form part of this process, and that group is us, children. In the near future, we will be the adults and we will continue the projects that you start today. But we don't want to wait that long to start working hand in hand with you. We know what is happening and we want to help. We have great ideas, but we don't have the tools to implement them. That is why we need you. We can be a great team. We are children, we are awake, and we are conscious of what is happening. And from our hearts, we ask for a chance to take action. Sue Blythe and I are working on different ways to help children embark on this journey that we are all taking right now. 4 days ago, Tomorrow's Dreamers and I invited 3 young girls to our Earth Flash game show. Here they expressed their feelings and thoughts on the problems that worried them the most. They all agreed that they wanted to do something and they were eager to help.
I know deep down that there are millions of other kids out there that want to do the same thing. But sadly, they don't have the resources nor the guidance of an adult to help them. Others would probably be here with us if they knew about the Earth Charter principles. We need to start joining together and working hand by hand. We need to be a team. We need to work like a big human family. This is World Unity Week, and we can't forget the millions of young voices out there. So once again, we are children, we are awake, and we are conscious of what is happening. And with my voice, carrying all the other young voices out there, we ask, can we help you, Mom and Dad?
Thank you, Adrian. And I heard earlier that the girls, and I'm sure the boys of the world, are just looking for support from the adults and elders in their lives. And so that's what we are here to do. I'm also representing We the World and University of Florida Extension, the Elders Climate Action, and Interfaith Climate Group, and all of these many organizations that want to support you and young people who want to make a difference in the world. So I just welcome you. In fact, if there are others who would like to join us, please come to the Climate Collaboratory at climatecollaboratory.org. And we hope to have a community-wide climate conversation to action program for next year. And Adrian and I will be on the Tomorrow's Dreamers with the Climate Collaboratory, Tomorrow's Dreamers and the Earth Flash game show on the Climate Collaboratory. So thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you both so much.
Sisters and brothers, on behalf of members of United Religions Initiative from all over the world, I present you greetings of peace, light, and blessings. As we are coming together for the opening ceremony of the World Unity Week, let us be in the presence of each other and to lift our spirit in unity, solidarity, and partnership as citizens of the world, to be the change we want to see in the world, and take practical action in the effort to promote a culture of peace, human dignity, compassion, interfaith and intercultural harmony, reconciliation, unity in diversity, to heal the wound, to spread a positive message, to pray for the well-being of all, to express our reverence for life, and our commitment for the better world, for this generation and generation yet to come. To stand together against violence, hate speech, discrimination, and xenophobia, and to be stewardship of Mother Earth. As we are launching the Unity Week, may the Creator of the universe give us wisdom as we live and work with one another, and help us to set aside our trivial differences and to look to the greater cause and to acknowledge our differences as we seek our common ground, each of us working toward the good of all, based on the teaching of the Golden Rule, which says, treat others the way you want to be treated. As we are launching the World Unity Week, we want to give gratitude to the air we breathe, the water we drink, the soil that produces our food, and Mother Earth that sustains our life. We are grateful for the sun, the beautiful flowers, for birds' song, sweet taste of fruits, greenery of the fields, and all the plants and animals of the world. We are grateful to all those individuals and organizations working tirelessly every day to bring healing, peaceful cohabitation, interfaith harmony, human dignity, and social justice for all. May we stand together and live out our days with compassion and grace for the good of all life forms on earth. May peace prevail in our mind, in our heart, in our family, in our community, in our respective countries, and may peace prevail throughout the world. May peace prevail on earth.
Dear brother, sister, and friends in the Dhamma, on behalf of the Buddhist community around the globe, I would like to extend my best wishes to you all in this very auspicious occasion of the public online conversion, an integral part of World Unity Week, a global interaction celebration this year. I'm here with you all to join the opening ceremony of the World Unity Week. I'm taking the verses of victory as said. May the future of all of us be filled with a heaven of the bright stars, great blessing, purest dawn, reward, charity, unbroken mindfulness, clear insights, when giving alms to brahmacharis, when action of body are just and true, when action of speech are just and true, when action of mind are just and true, then justice and truth are their aspiration. When all actions are just and true, one reach the goal through justice and truth. Sunakadang sumangalang subabadang suhutitang sukano sumuhoto jasuyitang brahmachari supatakinang kaya kamang waja kamang patakinang mano kamang Panitite bathakina nikatwa nalapantate bathakine.
Auzubillahi minash shaitani rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As-salatu salamu alayka ya Sayyid al-Mursaleen wa rahmatal lil alameen. We begin with the name of Allah, who is the most compassionate and most merciful. As we approach the World Unity Week 2021, almost upcoming in next week, we extend our greetings and salam to all our Unity Earth family and all our elders, spiritual leaders, activists, workers, social families from around the world who have come together to realize these noble intentions with a humble heart of bringing unity, peace, gratitude, and loving kindness and compassion on our planet Earth. With the opening chapter of Quran al-Kareem, Surah Al-Fatiha, we give our blessings and du'as from Ajmer Dargah Sharif. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سورة الكوثر. إنا آتيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. صدق الله العلي العظيم. with the recitation of the Holy Quran and salutation to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, and all the prophets from Adam to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We give our regards, respect, and greetings to entire world as we face this pandemic. Digitally, we are meeting almost every week to realize these noble intentions, which will be shared globally in the upcoming World Unity Week 2021. Our regards to our brother Ben, Yani, Rina, and all our Unity Earth family who have been so dedicated, so devoted, and so focused in truly creating this global platform for all of us to share our heart's feelings, our prayers of our traditions, our prayers for healing, our prayers of serving, and this noble intentions and the heart to continue these endeavors of serving with gratitude, inshallah. That's our prayers from Ajmer Dargah Sharif, India, on the upcoming World Unity Week 2021. Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon all of you. Adab, salam, and greetings to all. Haji Sayyid Salman Chishti, Gaddi Nasheen, Dargah Ajmer Sharif, from 26th generation, almost 800 years. Our elders have been serving the blessed threshold of the Chishti Sufi order in South Asia. Chairman, Chishti Foundation, thank you, all of you. Lots of du'as and blessings. Salam and adab.
Thank you so much to all of those beautiful Unity Earth ambassadors. I've had the great pleasure of traveling with them to various places, all pretty much with Ben sort of being the ringleader of us. And we've done wonderful work and witnessed things together and brought our prayers to many places around the world. And one of those people I was honored to travel with is Kristen Hoffman. And she and I remember being in the back of a cab with her in Ethiopia, really sharing our hearts and sharing our desire to become the hands and feet of healing and prayer in this world. So she's an incredible vocalist, and we're very honored to hear her music. She's really taken a lot of time in her life to hone her practice, and it is all clearly in the spirit of serving our Mother Earth and our people and our connection to Creator. So thank you for being here, Kristen. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you so much, Lila. It's such an honor to be here. What a beautiful opening ceremony for World Unity Week. And I couldn't be more excited to share this brand new song that I finished on Thursday night for World Unity Week for the One World, called One Song Singing. It's been coming through in pieces over the past month in preparation, and I feel that this may be the most important song that I've had the honor to bring through in this lifetime. And I'm making a music video this week for World Unity Week, and the instructions will be put in the chat, but I want to invite you all to be in it. I'm going to be editing it this week, and it will be premiered at the final ceremony. So please spend 1 minute just sending your prayer for the earth, for humanity, for all beings, your gratitude, and let's encode this video with just our highest intentions and prayer for healing and oneness. And without further ado, I present One Song Singing. I want to invite you to go into your future self and look back to this moment and remember when you heard the instrument of love that played all around the planet, and it was heard by every being and every single creature, human, tree, insect, awoke simultaneously and remembered love. When the instrument of love was played, all beings fell to their knees. Palm palms pressed deep to the heart of Gaia. All the dying breaths and all the birthing cries were one song singing. One song singing. Ooh, 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 we are one song singing, one song. One song, we are one song singing. When the instrument of love was played, all hatred surrendered to peace. Tears flowed straight to the heart of Gaia. All the anguished sighs and all ecstatic joys were one song singing. One song singing. Ooh, 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 we are one song singing, one song. One song, we are one song singing. One song singing. One song singing. Oh, one song to the heart of Gaia. Palms pressed to the heart of Gaia. Everyone hold up your hands. Palms pressed to the heart of Gaia. Center your love. Palms pressed to the heart of Gaia. deepest gratitude. Thank you all. Love you all.
Wow. Wow, Kristen. One song singing.
Wow. Thank you
Wow.
so much.
Thank you. Ben, thank you for supporting this song to just come through in such an incredible way. Unity Earth, I just give so much gratitude. It's been a great journey.
Yes, we look forward to hearing it in different forms, in different places. And thank you for being the conduit. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Lila. I loved your song too, Lila. It's so gorgeous.
Thanks, sis.
Lila, I see here Lama Dubum Tulku, and I just want to greet him for a moment, just to say greetings, Lama Dubum Tulku. It's wonderful to have you with us. I just wanted to greet you and acknowledge you, and coming in from Delhi. It's great to have you with us here at the opening ceremony of World Unity Week. Yes. So I'm not sure if you can unmute, but it's beautiful to see. One song singing, and I mean, Lila June, if Matthew, if we want to take the spotlight off Lama Dubum.
Oh, actually, I think he's trying to unmute.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Yep, there you go.
Hello, Dubum. Hello, Lama Dubum. Tulku. Greetings.
Hello, Dubum here. I'm attending.
Yes, very good to have you with us in the space. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with us. And this one song singing, Lila, has taken us into so many different spaces. And this whole event of World Unity Week really is such a perfect expression of this one song singing, as we have the teams that have come together. We've mentioned some before, the co-sponsors, the co-producers, the Constellation team, and everybody that's come together, the event hosts, the hundreds of volunteers. I mean, it's amazing, and it's all starting now. But there is someone that I really wanted to bring up and to hear from as we come into this last and final section. Hasn't it been so beautiful so far? All of the different elements, and Adrian and the whales and Krista. I mean, it's too much. All of it's been so beautiful, and together it's astounding. But Brother John Raymer, if we can get John Raymer up here to tell us a little bit about just what's in his heart right now, and also the incredible convergence that's coming, all of the rooms, the stewards, the volunteers, the Zoom hosts, everybody, the Zoom tech, that's all coming online. This is really manifestation, John, of your vision and genius as we enter into World Unity Week 2021. Where's John? There he is, brother.
Oh my gosh, wow. We made it. The one world is here. It is so inspiring. We've seen so many great examples of how we can do things like we've never done it before. How we actually can make this happen together right now. Watching Baba Israel take the words in the chat and turn that into music. Listening to Kristen being inspired and bringing her song forward. This is not an experience that you lean back. This is a lean in experience. We've got 8 days together to make this happen. And I know that people have been waiting. I want to show you what one world looks like. It's time to see one world. It's been under construction. So I'm gonna, if I have the permission, I'm gonna show something that you guys, and when you give the word, Ben, we're gonna put it so everybody can see it. But this is where we start. This is the map of one world. Now, all of it is not open yet. It's going to happen by us bringing it forward. But the way this works, if you click on here, it's going to take me down to the sacred giving tree. And here where you see these links, not only can I get into the room, but here I could say, hey, what's going on in room 1? I want the schedule. Let me see. So what this is a board that's a schedule of all the upcoming events. Every one of these cards gives you the information you need, and over here you can get the link you need to get into that room. And there's a lot. I mean, that's the thing. There's a ton. And that's because everybody's being so generous. Everybody's bringing it forward. So again, from this map, you're going to be able to link and get to these spaces, or go down here. You say, hey, what's up with that water source? I want to see that. Moves me down there. I can learn about the rooms that are there. I can enter the rooms that are there. If I want to see what's going on with the One Spirit Learning Alliance or the One Academy room or the whole self-nurturing room, every one of these places has its own, like here, let's see what's going on in the gifts of the Magi. I click there, that brings up these different events that are here for you to participate in. All the hosts have put forward their best offerings and the stewards have guided them. It's been incredible to watch. We are so grateful, the whole team, Becky and I and everyone, for the incredible generosity, the patience, the willingness to play together. If you want to know who all the hosts are, you can see them here. You can open up this board. That's going to show you the different folks who are organizing and presenting these events. Here, Mama Marlene. Tell me more about Mama Marlene. I can learn about her. I can click in to see the event that she's hosting, and she's doing it in the life skills room. So there's a rich way of being in this space together. It isn't all done here now. That's the point. It's not a buffet where it's all been cooked in advance and you just get your empty plate and fill it up. No, no, no. This is a contact sport. It's like teppanyaki, you know, at Benihana, where they bring the ingredients to the table and they cook it with you. We're going to cook this together over the next 8 days. We are building a magic canoe to move between worlds. There's lots of room. Everybody's welcome. Here to serve our journey home. And I love you, Ben. I love Unity Earth and Purpose Earth and the Hague Center and all the co-sponsors and all the generosity. We've got everything we need. Our bags are packed.
For the paddles?
The paddle together. That's the only requirement to get in this canoe. I mean, now, in a canoe, you kneel. Might be some symbolism there, okay? But the only thing required is that you got to be willing to paddle together. And it's okay if we're not doing it right when we start. We'll work on it. We're in. So I'm so happy. I'm so glad we're ready to make the one world visible and accessible from the website. And listen, Becky Suzak, oh my God. You are a pillar of strength. Everybody knows that. What a gift. To have Summer here in the chat and all of our community. This is what beloved community looks and feels like.
Yes, and Becky has a message, an important message for everyone to come and participate and to drive them to share that link. Becky.
We're here. My heart. Mookie's here too. He knows you're all here. He's barking at you for joy. So grateful that you all are joining us. We have been working for months to collaborate, co-create, bring this together. And World Unity Week may be blessing you now for the very first time. Maybe this is the first time you've heard about our magic canoe, and we invite you in because we need your gifts this week. We need the gifts of your presence to lean in, to listen, to look at all of these places where you may be able to bless your awareness with beauty, curiosity, wonder, information that may lead to healing of yourself, of others, of deep listening. So we invite you in to bring your gifts of your presence and your listening. Come in the Zoom rooms with us. We have 32 throughout the week when we have the conversions begin on Tuesday. And we invite you to register so we can help you navigate as you're paddling. We don't want you to feel lost. If you feel lost, we have ways for you to get help. We have volunteers from all around the world who are supporting our hub. Our hub is, you'll see a yellow icon on pretty much every page, every Trello board. That stands for Here You Belong. And it is a room dedicated to helping you find your way and to reduce the cacophony, because there's a lot and we don't want you to feel like you're missing anything. because there'll be recordings of things that you can come back to. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm not going to be going to very many events. I'll be supporting it behind the scenes, and I can't wait to catch all of this beautiful content. So there's no rush, there's no hurry. Just trust that where you are is where you're meant to be, as I know that that is true for all of us. And we're so grateful you found us. And how you can register to get some email love from us is go to worldunityweek.org/participate. worldunityweek.org/participate, and you'll get an email. Check your promotions in your spam. That naughty spam folder likes to think that we're spam. We're not. You want to have this in your inbox, and we'll help you each day see some highlights of programs that are happening that you can choose to attend, and jump in the Zoom room with us. We really want to have a shared experience with you. Some of our programs will be going live on the World Unity Week Facebook page, which may be where you're finding us right now. And you'll be able to find content that can bless your awareness, bless your heart, and help us as we're doing this healing work together for this planet Earth and for humanity. So we're so grateful you're here. Open your inbox to us. Go to the hub if you need help. Volunteer in the hub. If you find yourself hanging out in the hub, guess what? You'd be a great volunteer in the hub. You don't have to have any experience necessary. We'd love to have you. So welcome, and thank you so much for being here.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. What an incredible work. And it has been months and months and months, and extraordinary commitment and devotion by the whole team. And I just want to bring them up here really, really quickly. And then we're going to dive into the sparkle space, Becky. So Rhiannon's going to take us in there. I want to acknowledge Priya Matani on the Constellation team, who's done amazing with communications and social media and those beautiful newsletters and all the writing and everything that you've been really, and also Sparkle. The reason we're going to Sparkle is because Priya introduced it to us in the first place. So that's, and Lawrence, who hasn't got his video on, so I can't spotlight him. Lawrence Singer is here as well, and Irina Morrison, who's probably fast asleep at this time. But all of these amazing stars, Lila June, called the Constellation team of World Unity Week, just to acknowledge the incredible, incredible work and heart and effort and drive and devotion and selflessness. It's inspiring. It inspires me every day, and it inspires the field every day. So beautiful to acknowledge that. And Rhiannon, take us into Sparkle. I know you have something special to share with us as we go and transition from this section towards the closing and into the Sparkle verse.
Hi, I'm Rhiannon Catalyst, Creative Director of the World Unity Week opening ceremony and the Sparkle immersive experience of One World. Endless gratitude to our incredible speakers, artists, team, global community, and to every single person present right now. You're truly co-creating this experience and new world we're forging into with our hearts first, with every breath and step you take. It's time to join together across disciplines, across wisdom traditions, across generations, to take purposeful action, to create the world that we need to see in order to heal with empathy, innovation, awe, and wonder. Right now, something extraordinary is happening. Right now, as we speak, we're creating together a new story for humanity. We are shifting collectively the ways that we connect, work, explore, and evolve culture and consciousness together. This new story is evolving as we speak in incredibly, beautifully creative ways through World Unity Week, and shifting from the classic hero's journey model to a collective journey. We are all the heroes of this story. We're unfolding fresh wings from paper-thin cocoons to become something new. We're shifting our cultural paradigms, and we're going to take a magical ride on a magic canoe. Because we must, because it's time. This narrative journey and world we're building is designed to create visceral connection, exploration, curiosity, wonder, while utilizing and pushing technology and culture that we're collectively learning through this time of crisis and unprecedented opportunity, where our connection technologies are evolving and our hearts are on fire, hungry to be together, to explore, to create measurable change. We're going to experience true magic together, because the magic is connection. It's our ability, our power to create unity by coming together, by sharing purpose, by sharing creativity, incredible new ways. So we're going to begin further blurring the lines between the imagined and the manifest. It's time to work, pray, heal, and play together. And that can get messy. We're experimenting, we're exploring, we're expanding. We're venturing into the unknown, embracing the mystery in order to transform. Sparkle will open on June 21st at 6 p.m. EDT for an opening celebration that is just a taste of what's to unfold over the course of this week. It will include a live, immersive entrance experience, a live DJ, immersive art, and much more. Most importantly, it will include you, because you are invited and you are the magic. Thank you.
Beautiful. Sparkle. Wow, what an expansion to go into this new, these are this platform that was used at the Burning Man multiverse that it's new ways of being together, Lila, in creativity and art and appealing to different demographics. It's absolutely very, very exciting. Rhiannon's led that charge, supported, of course, by John and the team. And I also want to point out too quickly, Lila Jane, that Rhiannon is the creative director of this amazing opening ceremony. That's just such an incredible flow and array of different elements. What an outstanding job.
Yes, and what I love so much about Rhiannon is that she really treasures and cherishes every single one of us and every single person who speaks or sings or prays, and I can feel it in her voice and in her heart every time. So thank you, Rhiannon, for creating this beautiful and curating this incredible experience for all of us. I think we can all agree it's been pretty mind-blowing. So thank you, everyone, and thank you, Rhiannon.
Wonderful. So our next speaker is someone who's very, very special to World Unity Week. Miss Audrey Kitagawa is the president and founder of the International Academy for Multicultural Cooperation, a World Unity Week co-sponsor and a World Unity Week ambassador. And we're going to play a short video from the International Academy for Multicultural Cooperation, and then we've got Audrey live with us after that. Matthew?
The guiding values of the International Academy for Multicultural Cooperation are consistently centered around love and compassion for all. We honor the sacredness of life, promote harmony and understanding amongst peoples from diverse cultural and spiritual traditions, approach all that we do with the highest ethical standards, and we speak the truth, communicating in open, respectful ways. We engage in collaborative initiatives across cultures that create positive transformations for a more peaceful world, ever guided by love. Thank you so much, Ben and everyone. Hello from New York City, the land of the Lenape Indigenous people, who we honor as all Indigenous peoples around the world. And what a fantastic and exciting launch of World Unity Week for 2021. We will experience so many cutting-edge movers, shakers, thinkers, artists, musicians, spiritual leaders, pioneers, and so many more, all coming together to share their wisdom, experiences, expertise, gifts, and talents so freely and generously shared with all of us. This global platform, where everyone who is willing to share their goodwill can express our unity and solidarity with our brothers and sisters all around the world who can participate on this large, open energy field of love that is joining our hearts, our minds, and our spirits together. And this is exactly what the world needs at this time, to be together, to share, and to know that we are millions of people who are willing to be expressions of our caring for each other. Civil society has the power to create global movements, and that is exactly what we are doing here, creating a global movement of connectivity, cooperation, alignment with people of goodwill, and finding ways to create transformation to bring about positive actions and solutions that will help to make this world a better place. World Unity Week now has one of the largest global convenings that is open to people from all walks of life. And in this manner, we demonstrate that we are one human family on one Mother Earth, sharing our one heart of sacred love, that all sentient beings can be honored and respected. And may this convening be blessed by the divine hand, and may we all be blessed as each of us is representing a different thread of humanity that will lead us through this love back to the sacred ground of being from which we all arose and to which we shall all return. The beautiful individual threads weaving a beautiful tapestry that will tell the story of our humanity and will tell the sacred stories of the times we danced upon the earth together, and especially at World Unity Week. As the different streams having their sources in different paths which men take, through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to thee. And may all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. And may all beings be blissful. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey. Thank you so much, Audrey, for being such a huge contributor in so many different ways. You have extraordinary programs that are coming through World Unity Week, and your wonderful support in every sense. It means a lot to us to be able to do this. So we're very, very grateful to you, and it's exciting to be on this journey together. And that financial support matters too, because although the teams of volunteers largely, there still takes money for things to work and for stuff to happen. So it is important just to perhaps presence that for a moment before we dive into playing a transformance. But this is part of what makes this so special. I see Olivia Hanson's here in the room as well. We're very grateful to you, Olivia, and to Linnea as well, and who have supported. But really, alongside Audrey, it's really Purpose Earth as the primary supporter. So what we've got here is a beautiful system that where World Unity Week is given free to everybody, all the participants. It's free through the generosity of Purpose Earth and the co-sponsors. But what we're asking is for people, as you go through the week, if you're having an amazing experience, you're having some profound kind of value that you're getting out of it, we really invite you to support Purpose Earth, because that money is not coming to World Unity Week. It's going forward to bless the other Purpose Earth, the future Purpose Earth recipients. And Lila June, we've seen tonight some amazing Purpose Earth recipients that are receiving these the funds from Purpose Earth. So this is the virtual cycle that's been set up where Purpose Earth have blessed World Unity Week, and we're asking everybody to come in and support Purpose Earth more to actually go forward and to bless more people all around the world. Incredible projects of that Grants Council that it is attributing. So we encourage you to do that and make sure you know how to. The links are in the chat, and it's just to think about as you're going through the week. Give generously. You're inspired by Emmanuel and Audrey and by Olivia and by Linnea and all these the giving essence. That's really this field is very, very important for us to continue. So
real quick,
go ahead.
Just to reiterate, all those funds are going straight to Purpose Earth grantees, people like Timotina, people like Laura Pena, people who are doing this amazing work. So that's what I love about this, is because we're not even pitching a request for us as World Unity Week or Unity Earth. It's truly for the people and those on the ground who are doing this important action work. So just so you know, all those funds will be going straight into those hands, not to Unity Earth or World Unity Week. So that's very exciting. And we're rounding the bend. We're almost done here, and we're so grateful that you've all been with us. So we just have a couple more things left.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Lila June. That's wonderful. And so we're going to now have an experience together of unity. We have incredible music and spoken word by Gary Melkin and Sarah McCrum. And they've offered these 8 different transformances for again, from the generosity of their heart, that can be used by the room stewards, and the links are there in the chat as well, where you can find these and play them through your sessions. Let's experience one together now.
Let's take a look into the year 2030. A time when we can see the results of so many people making positive change. Let's feel right now what it's like to know peace on our planet. Let's see what it looks like when Earth is free to restore her natural beauty. Let's listen to the sounds of people who are living in harmony with each other and with nature. Let's sense the deep love for life that has created this change. The people who have joined together to do good for the world. The individuals who had the courage and determination to do what they knew was right. The organizations that changed direction for the sake of our mutual well-being. The leaders who encouraged us to trust ourselves and our inner knowing. The spirits who whispered in our hearts, showing us the way when we couldn't see it clearly. These are the expressions of love that unite us and give us power to move forward, creating the world we long to live in. Let's bring that world into the present moment and live it today and tomorrow and the next day and every day on the path to 2030 and beyond.
Matthew, can we get Rhiannon up here on the spotlight? Just as we got one song, we're done. We're nearly done. We've done such a beautiful job of staying on time. I think the tech and everybody have done such a great job, Matthew, but really want to bring Rhiannon forward here. Sister, this was your vision that you really worked and held, and as Lila so beautifully observed, every piece of it is precious to you, and that's, you can see that in the experience we've had tonight. Wow. Wow. From the whales. I didn't realize Kristen was singing live with the whales until later on.
That was a surprise for you and for everybody.
It just took
Wanted
us
that to be
all.
such a little surprise. That was an incredible collaboration with David Rothenberg, who, approached and said, this amazing piece in National Geographic magazine where he scored this whale song. And he's been playing music directly with whales in the water for years. And I thought, how incredible would it be if we harmonize our voices with the whale song, but really listening to the whale, to the ocean, and listening to the sea, and Kristen being the voice of the ocean that she is, and then if we could spatialize that with Paul and really make it feel like we're swimming in the water with the whales. It's kind of like a different kind of immersive ocean prayer, a prayer for the waters that we all can harmonize together with nature, with the sea, the way that we must. We get so much of our oxygen from the ocean, and every fifth breath I think that I take is from the sea. And I am just so grateful to every person here, to our incredible team. I'm in tears from that piece in this whole program. It's all come together, and World Unity Week has begun, and it's in such a beautiful way. My heart is overflowing, and I'm so grateful to you, Ben and Lila, for helping us to tell this beautiful story that we're all living and creating together in this moment. Thank you so much.
Take a bow, Rhiannon. Take a bow. Take a bow. That was cool.
Bow.
And thank you, Lila June. It's fun to. Oh, am I broken again?
No, you're good. We can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he can't hear us. Well, while you're getting that ready, Ben, I just want to say thank you to everyone. And it's been a beautiful, I was, as a host, I was quite moved. I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't know exactly what I was stepping into. But it's just been a pleasure and an honor, Rhiannon. And also to every single person who's here. We have 195 of us who diehards, who made it to the very end. Thank you, all of you. And we appreciate you all. We know we didn't get to hear from all of you, but each and every one of you are seen and appreciated. And I know each and every one of you has a beautiful message in your heart as well. And although we may not have heard it today, we definitely feel it. And we appreciate all of you so much for being the energy that makes this all worth doing. And I'm so excited to also bring the words that we've spoken, the prayers that we've spoken, and bring that out of this digital space and into the streets, into the forests, into the rivers, into the oceans, into our neighborhoods. Even right beside me, I have an elderly neighbor. I love just hanging out with her. Whatever we can do to be there in three-dimensional space for our people, whatever seeds we can plant, not just metaphorically, but actual seeds, becoming sovereign in our own food systems, ways that we can make these words living, ways we can make these words tangible. And I'm so excited for all of us to sort of break out of this Zoom room and do that. And also to join these incredible rooms that John Raymer, I said Kramer earlier, Raymer has created for all of us. And I'm so excited to both go into those rooms and then out of those rooms into the world to bring this fierce compassion to all of those that we meet. And that's what we get to do every day. What a gig. Thank you, Creator. We get to come here and love, and we get to be kind to those around us. That is an amazing job that we get to, our job description. So thank you all so much. I think Ben is back. I thought I saw, he's in Australia. So, oh, there you are. Yes, let me spotlight you 1 second. There you go. And yeah, just thank all of you so much for being here. And as we round this corner and we close this ceremony, we thank each and every one of you for adding your prayers to it. So Ben, you're back. I think we have one last song to finish out with, but it's just been a huge blessing to be here with y'all.
It's been amazing, Laila June, starting with your mother and the Sisters of Human Reunion in a prayer in a proper way, even for the hour before the live streaming, and that prayer that carried into this and the whole thing. I think we'll be reflecting on this. Thank you to everybody who's been with us in the Zoom room. Thank you to the chat stewards, Summer Joy Raymer and everyone in the chat, and Becky's been tireless, and Priya. Just so much gratitude. And thank you to everybody who's trusted us to step into World Unity Week and to see what we can do when we all come together and lift as one. We're excited for the next few days. There's some amazing things. There's a Global Coherence Pulse that just started a few minutes ago, so please check them out as well. But we're going to finish with a song, and an amazing song from Pookie Lee and Bob Baker. And this is an amazing rock song, just to close us, and maybe we'll spotlight as we'll close out. Thank you, Laila June. Thank you for saying yes to this. Thank you for bringing your beautiful spirit and heart into this. We know how much you got going on. And to have you and your mother here was just a rich, rich blessing and an abundance of blessings. May World Unity Week 2021 be blessed. Thank you again to all the generosity, and let's continue to keep going forward, to give more, learn more, grow more, be more, and do it together. Thank you, everybody. Good night. God bless. Let's hear some rock song. Let's hear Pookie and Bob's rock song.
We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, stronger than ever, not divided. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together. Hear the call. You are invited. Now is the time for all nations to united in one vision for all of mankind, standing strong as a force field of love and light, in peace and love and harmony. We will unite. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, stronger than ever, not divided. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, hear the call, you are invited. Yeah, you are invited. Reach out your hand to your fellow man. It's time we come together and take a stand. We are strong when we walk the earth hand in hand, bringing hope and light and unity across the land. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, stronger than ever, not divided. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, hear the call, you are invited. Na 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 na, 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 na 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 na. are united. We are not divided. We are united. We're not divided. We are united. We are not divided. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, stronger than ever, not divided. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, hear the call, you are invited. We come from the same source, a powerful love force.
All right. It's a wrap. Well done, everybody. Thanks for being with us.